What's going on, everybody? It's your boy C-Zar, and we are talking about 5 different stocks today. We're going over PLTR, PLTR for Rhino Lip, TSM for Sauce Loss, FEPI, FEPI for Astronaut Sailor, BEGI and BLQC for Anthony Romeo or Romeo. I don't know. It might be Romeo. And without any further ado, guys, let's get into this. So, looking at PLTR here, I wouldn't be surprised if you came back. I also wouldn't be surprised if you continued higher, man. Because you had this weird consolidation phase. I don't know. I'm having a hard time, clearly. You know, you could be in something like this where you come back down here, but I have a feeling that you're not in something like that at all. I have a feeling that what you had was this here, all this was your consolidation phase, and you've broken out of it. So I wouldn't think that you would come back down this low, because that would like put you back in the range of the consolidation. So really what I would think, if you were to go down from here, you'd probably hold this area, probably. Yeah, previous areas of support, previous areas of resistance at $20.65, give or take a few cents, right? If you were to go lower, okay? It's right at your 0.5. It makes sense to me, man. A little bit below your 382. Again, you don't have to go right at $20.65. You could go to $22. You could go to $20.55, you know, something like that. But somewhere around this line, if not slightly above it or slightly below it. Man, my nose is itching. I don't know why. Is what I'm thinking is in store. Mainly because you have a little bit of a double top here on the weekly. That is a bearish engulfing candle, so after this impressive move, you're probably going to see some standard consolidation, man. Daily RSI looks like it wants to go down, so yes, I think in the more immediate term, you're looking like you want to go down, but overall, I think you're in the middle of a move that could be taking you up to new all-time highs, given a substantial amount of time, like several months, potentially a year or longer. But for the month or two to come, or maybe longer, maybe shorter, you're moving down to around $20.65 is my thoughts. So moving on to TSM, you asked if my thoughts are the same. Oh, look at that. That's a bearish week right there, isn't it? You got a bearish engulfing candle, kind of. Technically no, but to some regards, yes. That is a double top in your RSI. That's not a good look, not on the weekly. So you probably do come back down a little bit, but I'm not too worried about this thing. My thoughts are still the same as far as new all-time highs go. I think you're on the path to do that, but you could pull back to about 131, maybe pull back to 120. I doubt you pull all the way back to like 110. I doubt that. I would think really what it would be is somewhere in this area, the 1618 to the 1272, somewhere in that area. And it could take, you know, watch next week you're up and then the next week you're down. Like, it could take a while. The main reason I'm considering it being like this is because your weekly RSI looks like that right now. I don't like that. So I really do think you're going to go lower from here. And it might take a while. It might take a while. Let's look. When I say a while, I just mean like a couple months or so. Yeah, with the structure of this RSI, man, you could come down like this, form your higher low, whatever. I think that'd be fine. But maybe you don't. Maybe next week it's green, you bounce off this overbought zone, and then you go to new highs. You continue to pursue higher prices. I don't know. You are at an area that wouldn't be crazy to bounce at from a price perspective, from an RSI perspective, but the one thing that's kind of holding me back on like thinking that is this fib. You rejected the 2272, you're below your 1886. I would think you would at least go to 131.25, if not potentially down to about 119. But that's the given area I'm looking for. I really think that 131 area could hold, so just look for that. If we look at this on a daily, the daily kind of looks sad. It kind of looks like it wants to go lower. Though again, man, you could find support right here. Yeah, maybe go a little bit lower. I don't know. I even kind of like sloped it upwards, so maybe you do go a little bit lower starting next week, but that's okay. Long story short, to answer your question, Sauce Loss, absolutely not. My mind has not changed on TSM. I very much do believe that you're going to see prices all the way up at 184 to 251. To be fair, this monthly does not look like it's off to a good start. I think closing below $131 for the month would not be a good look. That could put these prices off for several months to come. So closing above this 886 level this month is nice. It's crucial. I would think it's a positive thing that you would like to happen. But if not, it's not detrimental. It's not like you're inevitably not going to see these prices. Absolutely, with this move that you tore through the 618 with, I think you're going to see these levels inevitably. But is it going to happen sooner, month-to-month basis, or is it going to happen later in a month-to-month basis? You know, that remains to be seen. We've still got a lot of time left in this month, but for the time being, I think you're moving down. So that's TSM. Let's talk about FEPI. FEPI WEPI. I don't know what to think of this. It looks like it wants to go down. I don't like this. It's like a rolling over. I don't like that, man. I don't like that kind of look. I think it wants to go down, yeah, in the more immediate term. Whatever this ETF is based off of, it says it's based off of Innovation Equity Premium. Rex Fang. What's Rex? I know what Fang is, right? It's Facebook, Alphabet. Is it NVIDIA and Google? Or no, Alphabet is Google. What? I know what the first two are. Or maybe it's maybe it's Facebook, Apple, and then Google's at the end. I don't know, man. We're gonna look it up. I said I knew what it was, but let's see. What are Fang stocks? Diamondback Energy, apparently. Maybe I don't know what it is. Yeah, Facebook, Amazon. Oh, Amazon, Netflix, and Google. Aha. See, I was way off, man. Is that what it is? Is it some kind of ETF off of that? I don't know. I don't care. I don't care. I made a fool of myself enough, I guess, thinking I knew what I was talking about, but I had to look it up, man. It's been a while. I knew at some point, but it's been a while since I'm not really a stock guy, guys. It is C-Zar gets crypto, but anyways, looking like you want to go down. Looking like you want to go down. That daily RSI looks sad, bro. The price looks sad. 53.72, potentially all the way down to 51, or yeah. I'd say 51 to 53.72, and probably a little bit below that 53.72. It's very common on your first attempt with the 382, and yes, you have attempts over here, but that's before the anchor was drawn here. So all this does not count. And whenever I'm saying the first attempt with the 382, it's very common to go a little bit below it. You can, if you find support on it. If you're not finding support, well then hey, it's very common to find support down here. And of course you could go lower than that, but these are the given areas for the immediate term that I'd look for. 51 to 53.72, probably just below the 53.72, because again, it's common to go below the 382 when finding support there. But yeah, going down. Looks like it wants to go down rather immediately. Like if not, you're going to move sideways rather immediately, but soon enough you're going to go down. BEGI. I'll be right back. Sorry guys, I had to put my daughter down. Yeah. She woke up because she's a silly goose. But Black Star Enterprise Group looking like you want to go down as well. Flat base, descending highs, not a good look. Daily RSI looks constructive, but where's the follow through? Where's the follow through? Truly, you're in a downtrend, and while yes, you're building higher lows while getting technically not lower lows, so it's not really bearish or bullish divergence. What you have is higher highs while promoting lower highs. You're showing more strength to get weaker results. It's not a good sign. Not a good sign normally. So I do think you go down. I think you have lower to go. It makes sense. You had a phenomenal run up, right? Went from 301 to 1.28 cents. Nice little run up there. How much is that? About 130x? Sorry. 138x almost. Wow. Nice little run up week to week. Where were we? There wasn't a lot of volume down there, but there was this week. Anyways, below your 382, you probably go back to the 61869, which is all the way down at 306 to 305. This thing has been going down for a long time, so I don't think it'll change. Yeah. I don't like it, man. Stay away. Stay away from it. It's trash. It's garbage. Garbaggio. No, I don't care. A lot of volume, I don't care. Yeah, I don't like it. It's going down from here. At least that much I know. But I would just stay away from it altogether personally. No offense if it's got like personal meanings to you. BLQC. You said over the counter, right? Oh, look at that. Now that is somewhat of a bottom that I can mess with. Yes, it's been going down all its life, which that part I don't like, but you've got a nice double bottom there. Positive reaction off it with decent volume, to be fair. And it's a setup for something more, man. You know, with the way it looks, you've got your atom here. You could be getting like through an eve, in which case this was a quick bounce. You might not get that now. It might consolidate a bit and then slowly work its way up, and then you'll break. That'd be really nice to see. You could have some kind of atom and atom. That happens too, but I mean, still, that would kind of look like an eve in itself. So, I don't know. I like it. I like it more than the last one, that's for sure. Let's see here. Top or bottom to top here. You could pull back to about 3.3 to 2.7 cents, somewhere in that area. You could. I kind of think you would, actually, and then go higher. Let's look at the daily. Yes, I think you do, and then you go higher. I'm hopeful that you go higher. And when I say go higher, maybe it's more like, you know, something like this, and you kind of like slowly but surely continue your way up, and then you form that nice like U, right? An Adam and Eve. You've got the V atom, the U Eve. You know, something like that. I would really like to see that. If you start getting something like this, it doesn't have to look exactly like this, but just something like it over the months to come, like 2 to 3 months or so, maybe even a month and a half. It would look really good, man. You're in a position where you could set yourself up for some pretty decent gains to the upside, because this would be like your base to like an initial sell-off that's been lasting for over a decade. It's a pretty big call to make. It's absolutely possible this thing could just dumpster fire and go down. If you want to see that, all you really have to do is essentially, instead of finding support at the areas I was talking about, close below them. If you close below essentially 0.0274, I think it's game over. I think this thing it's destined to just die. But let's see. Come on now. If you do happen to break out of this range, which would take you breaking above that high, you could go to 18 to $131. You're at 6 cents right now, 6.3 cents. And this will probably take a lot of time. This would take years to see these prices I'm talking about, right? At least 1 year, but probably multiple years, probably. What's the market cap on this thing? So I know I'm not just speaking craziness. 4.23 million. That's a very low cap stock there, man. Yeah, it's possible. It's possible with that kind of market cap, depending on what these guys do. Black Quarry Corp. Alcoholic company. Maybe not. They might have squandered their money away. I don't know. It looks good. There's a lot of volume interest down here, that's for sure. If this is some kind of phase of accumulation consolidation, those normally do end on lower volume, so the fact that there's less volume over here doesn't concern me. It'd be interesting to see where this thing goes in time, but I have a good feeling about it, to say the least. But for the time being, I think it goes down. Anyways, guys, that's all I got. If you like the video, hit that like button. Subscribe if you want to see more. Thank you for coming. I'll see you on the next one. Take care. Bye-bye.